this is Vargas XX78, back again here with another collection pickup videos. Hey there YouTube, this is Vargas XX78, back again with another collection pickup video from the Vargas Vault, to share with you guys all the awesome stuff, awesome to me, stuff that I've gotten since the last video that I recorded and uploaded a while ago. Just sharing with you guys some of the stuff that I've gotten. I hope you enjoy it, so let's get started. First off, if you follow my channel, and I hope you do, you know that I like collecting the Cinépolis collectible cups. Cinépolis is a movie theater franchise that we have here in Mexico, and most of the time for a big budget movie they release collectible cups and keychains. And this particular cup was given to me by a friend of mine from work, and because I couldn't find any. It's been a while since I've gone to the theater. The last movie I went to see was this one, Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.2. I haven't gone to the theater at all, so I never got a chance to see these. And when I went to the theater, they were sold out. But my buddy went to the premiere. He already had his cup because he's going to the theater a lot more than I do. And he was nice enough to get me this cup. So you got Drax the Destroyer there, you got Baby Groot, Star-Lord, Gamora, Yondu, Rocket, can't see because of the glare, and Nebula. So yeah, added this one to the collection. The 3D showings here in Mexico have notably have not been as popular as they used to be. Fudged up that word. So Cinépolis, in response, has taken out the 3D cups and gone back to the 2D style format, which is pretty cool and sad at the same time because some of those 3D cups were really awesome. So like I said, the last movie I've gone to see the theater was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and I love that movie. I still like the first one better, but this one was freaking amazing, and it had a great villain, Kurt Russell. I thought it was a great villain because I like Kurt Russell. And Stallone was in it, and it blew my mind to see Stallone in a Disney movie. I thought that was so cool. So definitely recommend Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And I already read a line that they've greenlit Volume 3 after Infinity War, so awesome. Also, if you know me at all, you know that my favorite franchise, one of my many favorite franchises, is Star Wars, and I have an obsession recently and for a long time to buying lightsabers. I want to get ideally all the lightsabers from all the different characters that yield one. I thought I had them all, but I did forget that I don't own a Yoda lightsaber. Until now, I was able to get one of these electronic extendable lightsabers, Yoda version. I saw it, and it wasn't until afterwards that I realized it was Yoda, and I'm like, holy crap, I don't have a Yoda lightsaber. This is a more modern design from Hasbro. I think it's Hasbro. Yeah, still Hasbro. And this one, the old lightsabers would go all the way down. The design they've opted to do for a while now just has this thing fixed, and then it just extends like this. But like all of the lightsabers, you press a button, and it has a sensor inside that detects movement and when you smash into something. Now, a lot of people don't like the extendable lightsabers because, like I said, they don't go all the way in, so they're kind of bothersome to carry on as cosplay, and the LEDs that they use aren't strong enough, so the whole blade doesn't light up. It only lights up like in the middle, and then everything have dead plastic. But I rather enjoy them. I like them quite a bit. So now I have a... Love that sound. Always love that sound. A Yoda lightsaber. So I'm going to have to double check all the lightsabers that a Jedi use, because to my knowledge the only one I was missing was the Inquisitor lightsaber, which is like this thing that spins, and the Ahsoka Tano white lightsabers, but I forgot all about Yoda. Following up with the Star Wars theme, at Walmart, they were liquidating their Disney Infinity figures. From 5 and 12, they went to 3 and 6. And they didn't have any Boba Fett's, unfortunately. I was missing Boba Fett, and they sold out. And I also wanted the Death Star playset. They didn't have any anymore, but I was able to get this one, which is the Jakku set with Rey and Finn. So if you never played Disney Infinity, the way it works is that it has a base that reads the Disney Infinity figures. You pop in a figure into the base, and the game will project that figure so you can play as Boba Fett, Rey, Finn, Vader, Yoda, Obi-Wan, whoever you put in. And if you get killed, all you have to do is put in another figure into the base, and you have that figure to utilize. If you, of course, have a Jedi, you have lightsabers. If you have Han Solo or Boba Fett, you have a blaster, and stuff like that. But these sets come with the level figure. You put that into the level part of the base, and you activate a brand new level. The Disney Infinity starter set that I have has Clone Wars level. If you put the Star Wars the Death Star level, you activate, obviously, the Death Star. And this one is the Jakku level. So, pretty awesome game. I'm actually seriously disappointed that Disney did not follow through with the Disney Infinity figure line. I would have loved to see some more figures, especially from more recent movies like Moana and all the other stuff that they've released and are going to release. Like I said, I'm missing Boba Fett. I would love to get Boba Fett, but if I can also find a Poe Dameron and a Han Solo, and of course the Death Star set that had Luke and Leia, that would be awesome. Also went to McDonald's, and they released some Super Mario figures. They only had Mario, but the set has Yoshi, Bowser, Peach, Luigi, a red shell, and a little mushroom. So next time I go, if they have any more, I would pick them up. But Nintendo figures are really, really popular. They tend to sell out super fast. So I don't know if I'll be able to get an additional one. Also, my beautiful wife, who I sent a kiss to, got me this Captain America mask. My wife knows me so well. She knows that I like collecting stuff, and especially masks. And she got for me the Captain America mask. It will go great with my Captain America shield and the Captain America hoodie that I got. I just think it looks pretty awesome. So thank you to my wife for getting me this mask, because she knows I have an obsession with collecting masks and other stuff. Also picked up some CDs. I am trying to get a complete Disney movie collection for my daughter. I'm getting there. I'm still missing like about 7. I would say about 7 Disney movies and 6 Pixar movies to complete the whole set. So I'm getting there. Slowly but surely I'm getting there. But there are some movies that have iconic soundtracks. If you go to the Disney store, or if you've ever been to the Disney store, they're always playing the key music from the Disney movies. So I would like to also complement the Disney collection with the more popular Disney CDs. So bought these the first couple of CDs from Movie Freak Bazaar. You hear me mention them a lot. It's a place where I buy CDs and movies, and they had the Little Mermaid soundtrack. There are some Disney CDs that I just love the soundtrack to, and I know my daughter will too. The Little Mermaid is one, Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, Aladdin. All those have really kick-ass music. So those are the ones I would like to get for my daughter. So I got the Little Mermaid for her. I just need to get... I think I'm missing The Lion King. I know I'm missing Moana, because that just came out. And Frozen. But if I ever come across those, I will get them for her. Also, because I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, it's also been my intention to get all the Star Wars soundtracks. But Movie Freak Bazaar had this one in particular, and I knew I had to get it. And it's John Williams conducting the John Williams Orchestra that's playing the Star Wars trilogy music. I don't know where this came out. 1990 this came out, and it's the John Williams Orchestra playing themes from the Star Wars movies. You got the Imperial March, which is my favorite song in this CD. You have the Star Wars theme, Princess Leia, Yoda's theme, Paradise of the Ewoks, the Asteroid Field, Luke and Leia, the Cantina Band, Here They Come, Jabba the Hutt, the Forest Battle, and Throne Room and Finale. Amazing music. Not a lot of people might like orchestral music. I do. So this is amazing. It's combining Star Wars with orchestral music, and it makes it sound so epic and amazing, and I freaking love it. Also, this is not my favorite movie. I'm putting it out there. This is not my favorite movie. I actually went to it and thought it was a piece of crap. But the trailer for this movie had a boss song by the Smashing Pumpkins. And that's what sold it to me. I saw that trailer and I'm like, wow, this looks so cool. And they reused that song for the Watchmen trailer, which had the same effect. I'm like, oh shit, this looks so cool. And Watchmen was better than Batman and Robin. But this soundtrack is actually pretty good. I do like the songs in the Batman and Robin soundtrack. But the standout, of course, is the Smashing Pumpkins song. The end is the beginning is the end, which, like I said, they used in the Watchmen trailer. So I picked it up because of that. And there are other songs in the CD that are pretty cool. Said I was going to try to add the Star Wars soundtracks, and boom! Picked up the Star Wars Episode 1 Phantom Menace soundtrack. A lot of people hate the Phantom Menace. I like a lot of people, I like the pod race. I like the lightsaber duel with Darth Maul. I like the dog fight thing above Naboo. I like the costumes. I like the fact that Liam Neeson is fucking Qui-Gon Jinn. And everything else is kind of bleh. But the music is really epic. Especially the music that they're playing while Darth Maul is fighting Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. So yeah, I want to get the soundtracks for all the other Star Wars movies. Also, a buddy of mine from work is part of a band. He's the drummer in the band. And they just released their first CD. So to help him out, and also because the music is pretty kick-ass, I picked up the Dying Days CD, Tamad Suit. It's their debut album. It has 5 songs, but it's 5 really kick-ass songs. I'm gonna ask his permission to see if I can upload it. I'll probably just check if he already has an upload in YouTube or somewhere, so you can listen to the songs. They're really cool, and I hope my buddy's band does well, because the music is pretty kick-ass. What else? Okay, picked up some video games. Now, this first batch of video games, I'm not 100% sure if I already talked about. I don't honestly remember, and they're in the pile of stuff that I usually let pile when I'm doing the pickup video. So if I already talked about these, I apologize. But I'll speed through these in particular because I'm not 100% sure. Picked up Cars 2, racing game, a really good racing game with the cars in the Cars universe. Arctic Tale, which you play a polar bear that has to navigate the Antarctic. Littlest Pet Shop, which is a pet simulator. Well, for my girl. And Build-A-Bear Valley, which is like cheap Animal Crossing. Picked up Raven Rabbits, Travel in Time. The Raven Rabbits started off as a party game. They released, if I remember correctly, 4 party games. Then they released a platform game before going back to parties. But this one has time travel, so you have all these different time periods. And I'm a sucker for that kind of thing. And I like the rabbits. I think they're very cool in themselves. Also, me and the wife love Just Dance. It's a video game series developed by Ubisoft. If you're not familiar with the series, you basically play a number of popular songs, and with the Wiimote you have to kind of follow the movements. They've released Just Dance, there's like 8 Just Dance out now, but they did release 2 side sort of games, one featuring the Black Eyed Peas, which I don't really have an interest for, but this one I do, and it's the Michael Jackson experience. It's Just Dance, but with a whole bunch of Michael Jackson music. I grew up with Michael Jackson. I know Michael Jackson, at the end of his life, was involved in a whole bunch of controversy and a whole bunch of grief, and unfortunately his life tragically came to an end some years ago. But you can't deny that no matter what, he was a talented artist. His music changed the world. I remember when they announced a music video for one of his new CDs. It was a big event, you know, and they were always hyping on TV and everything. And then when it came out, it's what everyone was talking the next day. So Michael Jackson was in my time something amazing. But yes, his career did get stained there at the end. So I'm super hyped to play this and relive some of that awesomeness. Because he was an amazing singer, he was an amazing dancer, he just had so much style. It's a shame that he's no longer, you know, here with everyone, but he is immortalized in his music, and I can't wait to play this. I actually need to buy some Michael Jackson CDs, especially Thriller. That's the main one I need to get. Also for the PlayStation 3, my brother is selling off some of his games, and this is a game that I have been looking to get. I remember a couple of years ago it was going for $5 at GameStop, but I didn't buy it because I wanted to get Red Dead Redemption first, and then all of a sudden it became really scarce. But that's Red Dead Redemption: The Undead Nightmare. You can download this, but I've never been a fan of downloading anything. I prefer physical media over download media. You know, just in case something happens to the, God forbid, something happens to my PlayStation 3, and I lose all the download information. With something physical, I can just pop it into a new PlayStation 3 and start playing it, and not have to worry about any problems. So yeah, Red Dead Redemption. It's Red Dead Redemption, but with a zombie outbreak. So awesome. Also, a couple of months ago, if you remember, or if you rewatch some of my old videos, I picked up a Battle City Dual Disc and a Shield of Orichalcos Chaos Dual Disc. And as it tends to happen a lot with me, whenever I get something that I used to be interested in, I start getting back into it. I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Years and years ago, because I actually, like a lot of people I knew, had the deck, had the cards, and I started going to tournaments, local tournaments. But when I started going to tournaments, the Yamateratsu card was really popular. I'm going to start talking gibberish if you don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! But it was a damn little crow card that would attack your life points directly, and you wouldn't be able to draw a card. And that damn card would go back into the owner's hand, so you were kind of like stuck in a loop. You couldn't draw any cards, so you couldn't draw anything to protect yourself, and the card would just be spamming your life points over and over and over and over and over again, until you lost your life points and lost the duel. So that pretty much killed Yu-Gi-Oh! For me, because that card, it wasn't until later that it got banned, but then I got frustrated because, like with any card game, they would release new sets with new cards, and if you wanted to be competitive, you had to buy the newer sets, or plump a lot of money to buy the cooler cards. So I was like, screw it. But when I bought the dual discs, I started watching the Battle City saga again, and that sparked my interest to want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I went to Walmart, and I picked up 2 structure decks. Structure decks are awesome. It already has a set number of cards, and it has magic and trap cards, and cards to work together with everything. So you can theoretically play with one of these out of the box. So I picked up Emperor of Darkness structure deck because I liked the design of the bad guy there. And it has a lot of light and dark monsters, but then it has some really cool monarchs. So I thought, yeah, I'll open it up, catch up on the new rules. And I also picked up Pendulum Domination, which is a structure deck. And it turns out that they've really changed Yu-Gi-Oh! After buying the cards, as I tend to do, I went to YouTube and I went online and I was trying to research the rules. Other than the damn Yamateratsu card, the biggest things were Fusion and Ritual Summons. And they had barely started with the, what was it called? The Synchro cards, which were premiered in GX. But then when 5Ds came out, they introduced the tuner cards, and now they have this thing called XYC summoning, and the new thing is pendulum cards, which is a fusion of magic, trap, and monster cards, which you also special summon. It's gotten really complicated. The thing I liked about Yu-Gi-Oh! As opposed to, let's say, Magic the Gathering, is that Magic the Gathering had a whole bunch of side rules. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Was easy to get into. Like I said, the only thing was that you have to buy the damn cards. But it was, even with normal cards, you can get by if you know how to build a deck. Now you have all these different things. You got Synchro, Tuner, XYZ, Pendulum, and all these different rules that it's gotten way too complicated for me. So I don't think I'll be competitively playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Anytime soon, but I have gotten some additional cards because I like the drawings of the cards, but yeah, I don't think I'll get... I might if, you know, I get crazy enough, but it's really hard to learn all the freaking rules, but I'll talk about that in a different video. But yeah, that was my pickup video for right now. Picked up not the biggest bunch of stuff, but I'm happy with what I got. I'm not gonna deny that I enjoy, you know, getting things and then playing with them and then sharing with everyone there. So I hope you like these videos. I'm always try to keep them short, but then I start rambling and talking about other stuff. So yeah, thanks so much for watching this video. I'm gonna record a movie pickup video. So fair warning, that might go for a while, but thanks so much for watching, guys, and until I see you all again, this is Vargas XX78, thanking you all, and signing out.